Alien franchise, created way back in 1979, has seen some extraordinary highs, but also some devastating lows. With 6 movies currently in the franchise, which one will land that number 1 spot? Time to find out. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and movie lovers of all kind, and welcome back to the channel. As always, I am your host, Brett Murphy, and for today's video, we are going to be ranking all 6 Alien franchise movies from worst to best. I have a very love-hate relationship with this franchise. It encompasses some of my favorite movies of all time, but also some of the most disappointing that I have ever seen. So with that being said, let's hop right into things. Number 6. Alien 3. This was a tough choice for last place, because the bottom 2 are both pretty awful, but for different reasons. I decided on Alien 3 for last place because I find it's abysmally boring. It is severely lacking the heart and substance of its 2 predecessors. The issues started long before it even released. This was the now legendary director David Fincher's first project, and he absolutely hates it. He's publicly disowned it. There were constant daily rewrites, the whole thing was originally set on Earth, Fincher was left out of the editing room after they rejected his initial cut and ordered extensive reshoots. It was just a mess from start to finish. The assembly cut that we got on home video in 2004 is an improvement, but whichever way you cut it, they still killed off Newton Hicks off screen in the opening minutes, and that's just irredeemable. 5. Alien Resurrection. Now, Resurrection gets nudged up slightly higher because it's pure, cheesy, corny, goofy B-movie fun at its finest. It's totally absurd and over the top, but that's all part of the good times to be had when watching this schlocky mess. Sigourney Weaver is a ruthless, juiced-up, badass clone. Ron Perlman and Winona Ryder are so loony and melodramatic, it's just perfect. And that hybrid Xeno that looks like something you dig up when cleaning out a bathroom drain is just plain hilarious. Whether it's intentional or not, this movie is a total blast for all the wrong, or I guess possibly right, reasons. Just so bad it's good. Number 4. Alien Covenant. This is an interesting one for me. Not quite the Prometheus sequel, nor the Alien prequel that I wanted. However, I did for the most part enjoy what I got. All of the cast give excellent performances, but Michael Fassbender, Catherine Waterston, Billy Crudup, and Danny McBride in particular are all really superb. The visuals are top-notch, truly a beautifully shot and designed film, in terms of both sets and VFX. The Xenomorph and Neomorph are both equally terrifying, and the R-rated goriness is wonderful. However, a lot of my issues come with the storytelling and certain decisions that were made in terms of characters and bridging the gaps between the other films. Hold on there for just a quick second. If you're enjoying the video, don't get stuck in that 85% who are currently watching and not subscribe to my channel. Come on, don't be those people. Be sure to hit that subscribe button right now in order to find more content just like this. It would be a huge help to me and my channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. And while you're at it, don't forget to ring that little bell icon, that way you can be notified about all of my latest uploads. And now, back to the video. 3. Prometheus. I know for a fact that I enjoy this movie much more than most people, because I really do love this movie. Does it live up to the legendary status of the first 2? No, not necessarily, but I do think it's one of the best sci-fi films of the past decade. Its ideas are big and bold, and although not everyone may agree with where the movie went with those ideas, there's no denying that director Ridley Scott was aiming to do something different, and that he did. Gorgeous cinematography, stunningly haunting visuals, brilliant performances from Noomi Rapace, and I know I probably butchered her name, as well as Michael Fassbender, lead the charge. But others like Charlize Theron, Idris Elba, and Logan Marshall Green certainly hold their own. This movie gets far more hate than it deserves. In my eyes, it wasn't underwhelming in the slightest. Instead, I believe it actually over-delivered and has more than earned a place as one of the modern sci-fi classics. Number 2. Alien. What else is there really to say about this 1979 sci-fi horror classic? A once-in-a-lifetime, genre-defining masterpiece. It brought the Xenomorph to life, and it immediately cemented itself in pop culture as one of the coolest and most grotesque creatures ever created, while Sigourney Weaver instantly became a household name as the hardened, resilient, and very genuine hero, Ellen Ripley. The remainder of the cast are all truly phenomenal and some of the most memorable characters of the genre. The set design is magnificent, magnificent, the ominous score is elegant, the barely lit corridors and tight spaces are a claustrophobic nightmare, and overall this movie is iconic for a reason. And coming in at number 1 is Aliens. Aliens, to me, took everything I love about the first film and threw in a ton more xenomorphs, a group of ragtag colonial marines, and a plethora of guns, blood, and explosions. All while maintaining the unparalleled horror elements of its predecessor. Weaver is back as Ripley and more badass than ever.
Get away from her, you bitch!
And the colonial marines are all lovable ass kickers in their own right, with some of the most genuine and funny banter between characters I've ever heard. They all mesh so well together and it works fantastically to the film's benefit. But of course the standouts are Corporal Dwayne Hicks and Little Newt. Two of the best characters in sci-fi, and alongside Ripley, one of the most iconic trios in my eyes. And of course, I can't go without mentioning the legend Bill Paxton giving us one of the most iconic lines in movie history.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
All in all, it's a masterpiece of multiple genres and an unforgettable ride from start to finish. So that was all for today's video, folks. Be sure to let me know down in the comments if you agree or disagree with my ranking. And feel free to let me know what you would like to see me rank next. If you enjoyed that video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you'd like to see more content, consider subscribing to my channel and ringing that little bell icon. That way you can be notified about all of my latest uploads. And as always, stay safe, thank you so much for watching, and that's a wrap. Hey you, yeah you, if you made it this far, just know I appreciate you, and while you're here, consider hitting that subscribe button.